I want to remind that you picked this.
I did.
It'll be a very quick way to get 3 games in.
I wanted something that would bring back memories for you.
The only thing that's confusing to me is why Ravager's not in the deck. I don't understand.
Welcome, playtesters, to our first episode of Bonus Sheet, where we take a look at formats that we might not normally play. It's a little treat for you and for me. On today's episode, in celebration of the recent unbans, Kurt and I will be playing a little bit of Modern. I'll be on one of my favorite decks, Amulet Titan, with the recently unbanned Green Sun Zenith. And Kurt will be on an old classic, Affinity, with Mox Opal back at it again. So stay tuned for some exciting Modern gameplay.
I'm Kurt, like to play Magic with Sam. Today we are playing Modern, which is probably my favorite format, just mostly for nostalgia reasons. I don't recognize current Modern at all, but Affinity I do recognize now. Not seeing Arcbound Ravager, I don't understand why, but I understand Magic is different these days. That said, actually playing Affinity for artifacts cards in the Affinity deck felt great. But today, Sam wanted to play Amulet Titan, which is just a very evil, fast deck. It's probably more important to be the faster deck, especially on like game 1. I think Affinity just sort of feels better because I do power out so many artifacts so fast. So we'll see how it goes.
Sam here once more. I'm playing Amulet Titan. This was the deck I first started playing when I got into Modern, so I've been playing this for I don't want to talk about how long it's been. So this is one of my favorite decks. I've been playing it for as long as I've been playing Modern, so I'm really excited to bring it back with some new unbans today. Thanks for coming out, Kurt.
Oh, I'm excited. Thanks for putting this deck together. I was so happy with all the unbans, like 2015 all over again.
Amulet Titan was the deck I started playing when I first started getting into Modern. Summer Bloom into Hive Mind.
It's like so much nostalgia.
That was degenerate. Played Affinity a lot, right?
I did play Affinity a lot. Did not look like this version at all.
Cranial plating barely makes it. Runs 2. That was a generous number of cranial platings.
Urza Saga has really changed a lot. Almost like a little Stoneforge package. Hi, kitty. Yeah, I think, you run Urza Saga, I run Urza Saga. I think there's gonna be a lot of that. Did you cut? You're gonna be upset if you leave that.
Let me put this cranial plating right on the bottom.
Yeah. Classic Sam cuts. Yeah, very important. I really appreciate you treating your guests well. All right, let's see if the hand's gonna treat me better. I'm gonna see if I know how magic cards work. So we're gonna go Darksteel Citadel, which is our artifact land, which is pretty important. Indestructible. We're gonna play an Ornithopter, free flying creature, 0/2. Can't do too much until I get that cranial plating. We don't have that yet though. We'll play a Springleaf Drum. That's really what we wanted. No, I don't even need to tap yet because we have Mox Opal right there, so we're good.
You got Metalcraft Online already.
Yeah, we got Metalcraft Online. We don't have a huge payoff, but we do get to play something that does something. For Refurbished Familiar, he's an artifact creature zombie bat, 2/1 flyer. The best thing is he has affinity for artifacts. So we have the 3 artifacts, and I just need 1 black mana, which Metalcraft from the Mox Opal, right? We can make our black mana. The nice thing is when Refurbished Familiar enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card. For each opponent who can't, you draw a card. Just dump my hand. The thing is, this might not be enough.
This is really bad for me. If you had a second one, I think I'm toast.
Oh, wow, okay.
We're gonna drop the Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Kurt really started putting a bunch of stuff out. I'm kind of afraid.
Yeah, that finished my turn.
Okay, drop the turn. See why this was a hard decision. We're gonna lead with a Valakut.
Was that in the deck when we played? Was there variants that had that?
Back in the olden days.
Back in the olden days.
With this kitten.
Okay.
It was either Scape Shift doing the Valakut stuff, or Prime Time just doing the Prime Time.
I did the Through the Breach Scape Shift with Prime Time. That was wonderful.
I think it was the Dryad was we could put Valakut in now.
Because everything's a mountain.
We don't have to worry about getting our lands right. Boom, now you're dead. All right, and then we're gonna play an Amulet of Vigor.
Oh no.
Namesake of the deck.
Yeah, that seems like an important piece.
Whenever a permanent enters the battlefield tapped and under my control, I untap it. And that's all I've got, so go ahead, Kurt.
All right, good. Let's draw some really good stuff from the top. Now what's nice about this newer one, it has so much card draw. Your ability to sort of like dump your hand and then refill and get back in it is great. This is going to be upsetting, I think, for you. I had a land in my hand. Maybe you should have cut better. We're gonna play a cranial plating. No! We're gonna go ahead and equip onto our familiar. I like the affinity cards, I'm not gonna lie. I like the affinity, but there's a lot. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 for each artifact you control, which is currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is now a 8/1, and we're gonna swing in.
Well, can't do anything about that. I'm just gonna take 8.
Awesome, about the best hand you can kind of get, where you're powering stuff out really quickly. I get a cranial plating, and off we go. Felt very, very powerful. And I'm thinking, yeah, this is going to be a very, very good game for me. I don't see how Sam is going to turn this around fast enough. I want to remind that you picked this.
I did.
Look, it'll be a very quick way to get 3 games in. It'll be great.
This is what I remember about Modern. Playing a bunch of dudes, just swinging with them. I'm down to 12.
12, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, your turn.
So we're gonna start with the Simic Growth Chamber.
Yep.
I will trigger off the amulet, so it'll untap when it comes into play, and I will use it to float a green and a blue. And then I will return it to my hand. I will use that green to play an Arboreal Grazer.
Oh, classic.
I will put this Simic Growth Chamber into play. I will untap it, and I will add a green and a blue, and I will return it to my hand. I will use that green to play an Arboreal Grazer.
Oh, very nice.
I will put the Simic Growth Chamber into play. I will untap it, add a green and a blue. I will return it to my hand. So we've got 1 green, 3 blue, send a green, 2 blue to play an Azusa, Lost But Seeking.
Oh, good.
Which gives me 2 additional land drops per turn. I will play this Simic Growth Chamber. I will add a green and a blue.
Yep.
Turn it to my hand. I will play a Simic Growth Chamber, add a green and a blue, return it to my hand. I will tap Valakut to play a Primeval Titan.
Oh, gosh, darn it.
Spending my 2 green, 3 blue into red. When that enters, I'll go get 2 lands, put them onto the battlefield tap. I'm just tapping, untapping lands. I don't even know how much mana I have. So what if I just put a Primetime down? That'll just do all the work I need it to. Second Valakut.
Oh, wow.
Handwear Battlement.
Oh, we're just gonna kill.
Well, we're a long ways off from 6 rounds.
What's the battlement?
That I can tap to give target creature haste until end of turn.
Right.
This is going to untap, and I'm going to use them immediately to give my Primeval
You say
Titan.
you're a long way off. It doesn't feel that far off.
I'm going to have to attack at least 1 more time.
Okay, all right.
So we're going to come in with Primetime.
Okay.
I'm going to get 2 more lands. I'm going to get a Bosiju Who Endures.
Okay, that's what I was expecting. Right, that makes sense.
Rural Turf. Come and play, untap, and I will bounce the Bosiju to my hand.
Yep.
Leaving the Gruul Turf untapped. I think that will end my turn.
All right, well, no blocks for me, so I'm taking...
All right, that will end my combat.
So you're out your combat, yeah, to be fair. I think I'm taking 6 there to go to 14.
All right, and I will pass back over to you.
Sam turned it around really fast. Turn 2 Primetime, that's going to be enough to really shut things down. Can you read me Bosiju again? I forget, you can channel...
Channel 1 and a green, discard it, destroy target artifact, enchantment, or non-basic land an opponent controls. That player may search their library for a land card with a basic land type, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each legendary creature you control, which I do have 1.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So you can tap the Gruul Turf, you can either shoot my creature or shoot the cranial plating. Oh, and we also have now 2 things with reach to continue to block these things. So, all right, draw for the top. Let's move through the motions here. All right, so we just moved to attack. So we're coming in with, same as last time, swinging in for 8.
I'll block.
Yep, makes sense. Trying to figure out how do I get out of this? How quickly it turns in Modern with this power level. Yeah, why not? We'll just play this card. I don't think there's a lot of reason to save it back. So we're gonna play Emry, Lurker of the Loch, which costs 1 less for each artifact I control, so it only costs the blue. When Emry, the Lurker of the Loch, enters the battlefield, put the top 4 cards of your library into your graveyard. These are things. It's Memnites, the Refurbished Familiar, and Springleaf. Then I have a tap ability, choose target artifact creature in your graveyard. You may cast that card this turn. Can't do that this turn, but next turn I could go buy a Refurbished Familiar. All right, I'm trying to think if I want to do anything else. No, I'm good. Your turn.
Okay. All right. Untap all the things. Draw. Well, I'll play my land for turn, the Mycosynth Gardens, which importantly has X. Tap it, it becomes a copy of target non-token artifact I control with mana value X. So we're going to make it into a copy of an amulet.
Oh no.
So now 2 Amulet untapped triggers. I don't need the Amulet copy, but I want it. I'm gonna play Simic Growth Chamber for my first additional land drop of the turn. I will add 2 blue, 2 green, and return it to my hand. I will then play Simic Growth Chamber as my second additional land drop for the turn. 4 green, 4 blue, return it to my hand. I will play a second Primeval Titan.
See, this is the problem that I had, I think, in long tournaments. You'd have these kind of turns, and I would just want to give up. All right, so what did we go fetch up here?
We're getting a Bajuka Ball.
Oh, come on! That's just insult to injury right there.
Exile your graveyard.
Yep, okay, great.
And then a Mirror Pool, which I can sacrifice it to put a copy onto the battlefield that's a copy of target creature I control.
Okay.
In that, we're going to have 2 black and 2 colorless into this pool. I'm going to spend 4 of that, trigger the Mirror Pool.
Yep.
Make a copy of Prime.
Uh-huh, yep. What is this nonsense?
Go get some more lands. Get a Urza's Saga and get another Boseiju.
I'm kidding.
We will give this Primetime haste.
Haste, right.
So we're going to come in for 12.
For 12.
We're going to get some more lands out of the deck.
Okay, let's get some more lands.
Simic Growth Chamber.
Yep.
Bounce this to my hand. So we have another Boseiju in hand. And a Teleria West. And we'll also get another Urza's Saga.
Oh, wow.
And a Golgari Rot Farm.
Yeah.
Put that Teleria West into my hand.
Apparently, lands just copy everything now. Copy your spells. Go find other spells. No clone artifact. No honest magic.
Then we're coming in for 12.
All right, 12. Yeah. Really one of the only interactions that I have right now. I do currently have the ability to make a black with the Mox Opal, tap either creature here, so probably the Emery, to make 2 black, and then I can move Cranial Plating at instant speed, and I can block, which I guess would eat a Besiege. It would do something. All right, we'll do that, and we'll just block in front of a Primetime. So this is I think, an 8/2?
I will Boseiju the Cranial Plating.
Yep.
Go get yourself a land.
Okay.
Comes in untapped.
There we go, another island.
Got him. 12 coming at you.
Right, so I'll still soak up 2. The Ornithopter will die with the Cranial Plating you destroyed. So I'm taking 10 to go to 4.
Oh, and my Urza's Sagas are at Chapter 1. Go ahead.
What was Teleria West again?
Teleria West has Transmute for 1 blue. I discard it and search for another card with the same converted mana cost. So I can use this to get 0 cost spell or land.
Okay. All right, let's see here. I think the problem is you having the other Boseiju. Not looking good, Sam. It's not looking good here. Right, well, we'll do the things. All right, so we get Emery here, right? Choose target artifact in your graveyard. You cast it this turn. So we're gonna get Cranial Plating. We will choose to cast that. 2 mana to cast it. Play our Cranial Plating, and we will go ahead and flip it. It's not looking good. It's just really not looking good. All right, we'll say go.
Oh, I don't even have to work for it. Play a Dryad of the Elysian Grove off the top.
Wait.
Oh, wait,
Maybe
wait.
possible
Hold
moral
on.
victory. Oh, no, there's no moral victory. No, I forgot
I'll pay the 3.
The key text of Metallic Rebuke here that matters is it's not the improvise and could I cast it. The point was counter target spell unless its controller plays 3, which I think you will be able to pay. I don't think that's really going to slow you down. So proceed.
I will move to combat.
Yeah,
I will attack with 3 Primeval Titans.
I will. Okay.
6 lands.
Are they all mountain?
They are now all mountain.
mountain.
I will trigger Valakut 12 times.
See, and this is why you don't concede, because it's even more
I
beautiful
will
than you could have
deal
imagined.
36 damage to you before combat resolve.
Look at that, and that just shows you the power of Modern. You know, the early turn 2 Cranial Plating, not enough. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh. If I was gonna die, dying to Valakut is about as good as it gets. Prime Time and Valakut back together again. Great game. Good game. Good game. All right, so now I need to think of like...
Sideboard time.
Yes, cyber time. We were talking about Emery, right? That Emery's probably really slow against you. Probably still want the thought monitors if I can.
Well, I have so much sideboard for you.
Oh no, just destroy all the artifacts.
I'm bringing in one copy, another copy of Beseju, 2 Force of Vigors,
Oh no.
a Vexing Bauble,
What is that?
too good for Legacy.
Oh no.
Whenever a player casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, counter that spell.
Oh, gross.
I think we're just gonna bring in the oof.
Spell Pierce, I think, seems great. Metal Rebukes are probably great, and the Damping Spheres are probably great. Right? Do I bring in all of the counters? Hopefully, we haven't bricked the deck.
Leave out the Dismembers for now.
All right, so we have 2 Spell Pierce, 3 Metallic Rebuke, a Haywire Might, and 2 Damping Sphere. Pretty good.
Hateful.
That is pretty hateful. Solid interaction. We will keep. This might not work out, but we're gonna try. We'll play in Urza Saga, so I can tap for mana. Story 1 or whatever it is. Chapter 1? It's a lore. We've just lored up. We'll go ahead and tap. We'll put in a Haywire Might. Get one of those sideboard cards. Play a Mishra's Bauble. Sacrifice Mishra's Bauble, look at the top card of target player's library, draw a card at the beginning of the next turn's upkeep, which will be your next turn. And I think we're gonna go ahead and just crack this immediately. I'd prefer to look at you as the target player. Yep, okay, then I'll say go.
Okay, Bauble trigger.
All right, draw at the beginning of your upkeep. All right, great.
Draw this card. I will play Forest, play an Amulet of Vigor, and with that, I will say go. I'm on a little bit of a slower start here, but I do have the Collector Oof in my opener. If we can get this Oof down, we're just gonna shot off all of Kurt's board.
Untap, upkeep, draw. After your draw, we move the lore counter up 2. I don't think we're making constructs anytime here soon. We are gonna play Darksteel Citadel. Did draw a land off the bauble. Drew a Memnite for the turn. After that, this can still tap for land?
Yes.
All right, tap for land. Play a Damping Sphere.
Oh.
Yeah, that's kind of rude. And then we're gonna go ahead and swing for 1.
I will take 1.
And your turn.
All right, well, you're gonna be hateful.
Yeah, oh, well.
Play a Saga.
All right, again, everybody gets a Saga. Really the theme of these ones.
Oof.
Oh, come on. Oh, no. Oh, no. I can't believe they called him an oof.
Big oof. Well, I guess it's a little oof.
It's kind of a tiny oof.
And that's all I got, so I'll say go after that.
So we untap here. So just no activated abilities, sacrificing our Haywire Might or tapping our Darksteel Citadel. All right, so draw for the turn. Oh, this is gonna be rough. They say that Soporific Springs?
That's probably about as good as any.
Wow.
Soporific.
Soporific. I don't know what this means at all. Clearly, I have to work on my vocabulary. As it enters the battlefield, you may pay 3 life, which I'll choose to do. If you don't, it would come in tap, but I want it untapped. I don't even know if I need it untapped, but I think I should just give myself the option.
That seems fine.
17, see if there's a way to get me out of this. I can make a...
Well, you can't make it because the Citadel is an artifact.
Oh, right, so I don't have enough mana. That's the problem. It really, really messes up your intuition here.
There's a lot of activated ability.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. We got backup, so I only have 4 artifacts, which that works. On a blue, so we'll just Thoughtcast then.
Okay, that's pretty good.
That seems pretty good.
That's a solid.
We're doing something. And then, oh man, that just is a big do nothing now. Gosh, this is gross. So because of the Damping Sphere, I've already played a spell, so every additional spell costs 1 more to cast. So I can pay with the Urza Saga. So I'm gonna cast a Mishra's Bauble that will help future Affinity. That's what's so offensive, is that little 2/2 is gonna hold down the Memnite and the Haywire Might. That's what's really offensive. Now I'm the one that I need a Dismember. Sorry for the long, painful turn. It's your go.
Urza Saga will go to 2. It will draw. Well, it can't be Degenerate because of the Damping Sphere.
All right, good. Slow it down.
We're gonna play a Mirror Pool. Do I just do nothing and make a construct? I think I might just do that.
Okay.
That might be the play. Let's say go after that. I can't attack into your 1/1s.
Yep.
Go ahead.
So untap, upkeep, draw. This goes, and because I don't have enough mana, I can't do the tricky thing right before it goes up.
Can float the mana because we are in your main phase.
Okay. All right. So I can tap and float mana, but that's about it. So this is going to sacrifice. Now we can go search for
An artifact with cost 0 or 1.
Oh, God. I don't even know what I would go get at this point because I can't activate. Well, that's interesting. I mean, I can't obviously use it now, but you can search up a Darksteel Citadel with it?
No, because it does not have mana cost 0.
Oh, it doesn't have a mana cost? Oh, gosh.
So you can get a Memnite, because it has 0.
Yeah.
Haywire Might, because it has 1, but
Yeah.
not a Citadel.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Probably, is it just a Memnite?
I mean, it seems solid.
Probably the best option here. It does come directly onto the battlefield. Super nice. Really appreciate that. 1 blue mana. That's not doing much.
Leave that cranial plating right on top.
Okay, sweet. Right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I think we fixed the artifact problem. So I think we can play the Thought Monitor.
Yeah, because you got the 1 floating off the Saga.
Right, so we just need the blue. Affinity for artifacts, flying when Thought Monitor enters, draw 2. Okay, there you go.
End of your turn, I'm going to make a
Construct.
construct.
That'll be a 1/1.
It is a 1/2.
Oh.
And then when the Urza Saga's trigger, it'll get another end, so there'll be.
Oh, right.
They'll end up being 4/4s by the.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Draw for turn.
Yep.
Make another construct
Yep.
off the Saga with the trigger on the stack.
Okay.
Clown Robot.
Okay.
Sacrifice Saga. Go find Amulet of Vigor.
You don't need more amulets. Oh, good grief, sir.
So I've got double untapped with a Damping Sphere on the field. But it does make my constructs 4/4s.
This game, that's probably going to be enough.
I'm going to play this Teleria West.
Mm-hmm.
Untap it twice. Do nothing with the mana. I'm going to go to combat. We're going to swing for 4 with the construct.
I think for now, we'll just go to 13.
And with that, I will say go.
Woof. All right. Untap. Upkeep draw. Those Mirror Enforcers are looking pretty good right now. Pretty good right now. Yeah. We're just going to Thought Cast.
Okay, that's a solid move.
Something. I don't know really what we're looking for.
More Thought Monitors.
A basic island. Next turn, you swing for 8. Say go. Collector Oof is one of those exceptionally offensive Magic cards. It can, with such a simple line of text, shut down everything your deck is doing. If you don't have lands, it's very difficult to play the game and get back into games.
I'm going to play an Amulet of Vigor.
Oh, very nice.
We're going to fire in for 10.
Oh, they got so big so fast. So I can just let you wrath the board here. All right, let's just kill one. We'll kill one. All right, so we get you a nice 4 for 1. That's the state of where we're at right now.
Okay.
And then I'll take.
Take 5.
Well, don't you?
Well, the combat damage
Damage
happens
already
on 1,
happened.
so you'll take 5.
5 to go to 8. Yep.
And then this is now 4/4. Land drop for turn. Play a Gruul Turf. Tap it for 3 colors.
Colorless mana, very nice.
Turn it to my hand. Green and that 3 to
Yep.
play a Dryad of the Elysian Grove.
Nice.
I have to overpay because of the speed. Doesn't quite work out that I can do what I want to. But that's fine. I'll say go.
So the damping sphere has put a little bit of a damper on your party.
It has.
Yes. Okay. All right. Now, how's the interaction work between the Dryad, the damping sphere, and your Gruul Turf?
The Gruul Turf has the ability to tap for green and red. If it has all basic land types, I can tap it for just a green.
Oh, I see.
So now it taps for 1 mana, but of a color. And then I'll say go.
All right. Untap. Draw. All right. Here's a land we'll never use. We'll play a Memnite. Pay 1 more. We'll play a Memnite, and then we'll say go.
I've got this Collector Oof in my opening hand, and then that is what we proceeded to do. Him just staring wide-eyed at this Collector Oof, winning, I wish you were dead. Draw for turn. Play a Gruul Turf, get 3 green, turn it to my hand. Use that, play an Azusa, Lost but Seeking. We're gonna use the additional land drop from the Dryad to play a Gruul Turf and add 3 green to the pool, or turn it to my hand. We're gonna use an additional land drop from Azusa to play Gruul Turf and add 3 green to the pool, or turn it to my hand, go up to 6. We're gonna use an additional land drop from Azusa to play a Gruul Turf, add 2 green and a red. That lets me play Green Sun Zenith for 6.
Oh, wow.
With the Damping Sphere overpay.
Yep.
This is in my hand, so that's all my green. 1 red floating. Gonna go get Primeval Titan.
Yep.
Gonna enter. We're gonna get And we're battlements.
Yep.
And a Valakut.
Nice. Oh, they're all mountains again.
All mountains again.
It's all mountains.
We're gonna use that floating red. We're gonna give the prime time haste.
Yep.
So we're gonna swing in all these dudes. Prime time's gonna trigger.
Yeah. You got so many options. You can shoot the Memnites, you can shoot me.
We're gonna be really mean.
Oh,
I'm gonna get a Valakut
okay.
and a Vesuva copying the Valakut.
Excellent.
They both see themselves entering as mountains.
Yep.
So that's gonna be 6 triggers off the Valakut.
Excellent.
And you're at 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all going straight to the dome.
Today I'm doing product placement for Path of Exile to celebrate Path of Exile 2 coming out. But one of my favorite Magic shirts that I own is no, Valakut is not legendary, as Sam showed us today.
Why can't I hold all of these Valakuts? Triggers everywhere. We're having a good time here. We're having a good time.
Oh man, oh my.
Do you want a salty game 3?
You try and then we'll see. Yeah. You can always, look, we can always play 4 games and you can just place them together however you like.
I do have a proposal for you. So I have these dismembers that I'm not using.
Yep.
Would you like these dismembers for your sideboard?
Yeah, I mean, you do have a lot of creatures that I probably should kill. And I think the Spell Pierce, because it doesn't really have a lot of interaction.
Spell Pierce is good on turn 1.
And then you just have too much mana. I was even thinking about taking them out to bring back in the Enforcers.
I feel like the dismember is going to be better post board.
I think we should play it out. Let's play it out. It looks like it's going to do a lot of things. It's not even like, it's not a riffle. It's kind of, it's like a little waterfall. It's just like a little zen moment before you go back into the saltiness of whatever is the hand you're about to draw. We're gonna keep.
Tired of shuffling?
Yep, tired of shuffling. All right, one of the slowest possible starts. We're gonna play a bridge and say go.
Okay, draw for turn. I will play Cavern of Souls, naming Beast.
Oh, nice, classic.
So I can get a green mana to play an Arboreal Grazer, so that I can put a Groll Turf into play and put this Cavern back into my hand.
Excellent.
Say go.
All right. Play a Darksteel Citadel. We'll play a Mox Opal. And then we're going to tap 1 black to play a Refurbished Familiar.
It's going to make me discard a card. What if I don't want to discard a card?
I think you have to.
Well, we're going to drop this Mycosynth Gardens.
All right, then I'm going to say go.
All right, draw for turn. Do have Metalcraft online. Play a Cavern of Souls, naming Oof.
Oh my gosh.
And play an Oof.
All right, Metallic Rebuke?
It's off the Cavern of Souls.
Oh, come on! Oh, no, you named Oof! No, because I was thinking it was a beast. You just said it out loud, and I was like, oh.
And I put it back in my hand. Got a new one.
Oh, this is going to be tricky.
Here go.
Yep, That's awful. What is he collecting? Not artifacts. He doesn't want to see them activated. Doesn't matter. This does not matter. Play an Urza Saga. Play a Springleaf Drone we can't activate. Yeah, because I can't attack into the the reach guy. He just doesn't do enough damage. And say go.
Alrighty, then I'll go to my turn. Draw. We're gonna play Valakut. Off of that, cast the Dryad of the Elysian Grove.
Yeah.
So my lands are now every basic land type, and I will also play a Mycosynth Gardens with my additional land drop. And I will say go.
Untap. Upkeep, draw. So draw. And then this triggers, right?
Yep, so that goes to chapter 2.
Can I do something in response to the trigger?
It'll still have the mana ability.
This goes to 2. Well, here's the exciting thing. We drew the Dismember, so we'll pay 4. Kill the Oof?
Ooh.
I don't think you have a way to interact with that.
Big Oof.
Down to 16.
I'm really sad here to see my Collector Oof get dismembered, but it's fair. Fair punishment from a little guy.
All right, mana unlocked. Can we do anything? We can play a Darksteel Citadel for the turn. We still can't do very much.
That construct next turn is going to be...
It's going to be a big one. It's a big one. So you go.
All right, we're back.
We're back in it. We're back
in the game.
We're having a game. At least there was some small victory today. We got to see the Oof die. Right as I needed it. Dismember off the top. The greatest of magic.
Play Vesuva, copying Groll Turf, picking up Cavern of Souls.
Do you have another Oof? Oh, it was naming Oof. So we wouldn't need to name something else.
We're resetting it.
This Metallic Rebuke in my hand is so sad.
Solaria West tapped.
Okay.
We're gonna come in for 2 with the Dryad.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to 14.
So you go.
Okay, untap. Keep draw, something good. We need something good. That'll do. That'll do. In response, we need to do 2 Citadels and the tap.
Do you want the shiny one or the clown robot?
Clown robot. I feel like a clown right now. Then sacrifice this, and then we go search for something to put onto the battlefield. All right, get the might. I think it's the right thing to do.
Exile, artifact, or enchantment?
Yeah, and then when it dies, I gain 2 life, which is like other bonus.
Is relevant.
It is relevant.
Is your construct right now?
Oh yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That is a meaty construct.
I have something else I think I want to do. I think we're going to be greedy. See how much I can mess this up. I'm just not very good at Magic. I think this is the real problem here.
What are we doing?
Well, you see, we drew a cranial plating.
No!
And we do currently have the mana to play it. 1, 2, play the cranial plating, and then we equip, which I think we should do. I have a plan. I think we're just going to crash in for a lot.
All right, we're crashing in.
Yep, we're crashing in.
For
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is going to be 11.
Okay, I'm gonna block it.
Okay.
Take nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
Post combat, I'm going to play Mox Opal, Legend Rule. I'm just going to go ahead and exile the Dryad now, and I'll gain 2 life.
Gain 2 life. Okay.
That's tap for green. And then Sego.
Okay. Okay. Through a confluence of perfect draws. All right, we're gonna play that cavern you knew about.
Okay, yeah.
We're gonna name Giant.
Yep, okay.
Set prime time in hand. Oh no! That's. Oh, I know that's fine. Never mind.
Are we getting there?
Everything's fine. Play Amulet of Vigor.
Oh, come on. Yeah.
Power out the prime time.
Yep. Kind of makes me feel rewarded for not trying to save mana up for the Metallic Rebuke and just go with it for the cranial plating.
Being able to use this cavern on 3 different creature types.
That is something else.
So we're gonna get battlements. Get yet another turf.
Yep.
Untap triggers. I'll put the Vesuva back in my hand.
Okay.
Use the turf and 1 floating to give it haste. I've got a green floating. I'll use that on the Mycosynth Gardens to turn this into an Amulet of Vigor.
Okay.
I have Vesuva in hand. I got a plan.
Love to hear it.
We're gonna go to combat. In for 6. Lands.
Okay, getting the lands.
Get a Boseiju Who Endures.
Yep.
Simic Growth Chamber.
So I'll move the blocks, is that right?
Bounce Boseiju in my hand. Simic Growth Chamber is untapped.
You got like 4 in the pool.
Cool. I'll use that Boseiju, your clown robot.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Prime time's coming in for 6.
6, yep, got it. So I'm down to 10.
We got a prime time.
All right, nice. Woo! Scott, spicy. He didn't really need to kill my creatures. Just to totally ignore my board. I mean, they're sad little robots anyways. You're doing the best with like clown robot construct. I think he's a mighty construct.
I have 1 card in hand. I will pass over.
Okay, all right. Cavern currently naming Giant.
Cavern naming Giant.
Oh, so little, so late. Well, I mean, it's just a thing I'm going to do. We'll play the Refurbished Familiar, so you can discard a card.
Discard my Vesuva.
Yep, all right. Okay. So that's not doing too much. All right, so we're in for 10.
Okay, so we're in for 10.
Yeah.
So I can't do anything about that.
Yeah, I think that's the only line I have. I'm going to pay 1 to move the cranial plating. I don't think it matters because you're going to kill the cranial plating, but I just in the one off chance.
So done after that?
Yep, here you go.
So yet continuing to get the best possible draws that I could.
Nice.
We got a Green Sun.
Okay.
We're gonna pay Green Sun for 3. We're gonna go get Dryad.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, this rebuke just really feels so silly.
We're gonna come in with prime time.
Just shoot at me, everything.
We're gonna get Siege-U and a Valakut.
Just kill me any number of ways.
So that's gonna be 4 triggers off Valakut. Kill your familiar. We kill both your familiars.
I think that makes sense.
6 to your face, and then 6 off the prime time.
That's it. Oof. Turns out Primeval Titan's a great card. It's a great card. I love that card.
Green Sun, also great card.
Very, very, very valuable card. I'm not very good with counter spells.
If we'd played a different game, the outcome might have been different.
Classic Magic. Choices matter. Oh, this is such a good deck. Such a good deck. It's so good. Oh man, it makes me want to go look at lists again.
I had a great time here today. A couple of those games, a few different card draws, it could have gone completely different. It was a good time. Good time. For me at least. I'm I don't think Kurt had a good time.
This is honestly why we play, because you remember the great times. You know, that's why I'm still playing Magic with Sam today. I remember the times I've won. I got destroyed today in Magic. It was a sad day for Affinity and robots. But the things that I'll remember, it's like how good it felt to kill that oof. And that'll be what I remember. I'll be like, yeah, I like Magic. I win sometimes. Not today, but maybe another day. And that's, you know, that's what it's really about. For everyone who really loves counter spells, I'm so sorry you had to see me pilot a deck with them. Let us know in the comments how you would have played Magic much, much better than me. Thanks, guys. Nice, Sam.
Take it back.
Yeah, we do have the magic of editing.
The magic.
The magic of the internet. All right, 1, 2, 3.